Trying to say that this pandemic is planned. You can't just make those accusations. You need proof, documentation, leak emails. Can you provide me with something? Oh, what's this? Event 201? Event 201 was a 3.5-hour pandemic tabletop exercise that simulated a series of dramatic scenarios based on facilitated discussions confronting difficult and true life dilemmas associated with response of hypothetical but scientifically plausible pandemic. Interesting. And this took place in October 18th of 2019, just a couple months before the pandemic. That is interesting. And this pandemic scenario was funded by none other than Johns Hopkins, the World Economic Forum, and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Okay, that caught my attention, but do you have any other proof? So right here is a pamphlet that was released by the Rockefeller Foundation. Yep, the good old Rockefellers. And it's called Scenarios for the Future of Technology and International Development. And if we go to the table of contents, let's go down to where it says lockstep. Right here, lockstep. Remember, this was released in 2010. Let's see what it says. In 2012, the pandemic the world has been anticipating for years finally hit. Unlike 2009's H1N1 influenza strain from wild geese, this variant was very deadly. I'm limited on time, so I'm paraphrasing. You're going to have to look up this stuff on your own. It goes on to say that the United States' initial policy of strongly discouraging citizens from flying proved deadly in its leniency, accelerating the spread of the virus not only in the United States but across borders. And then here they are praising communist China. China in particular implemented quick imposition and enforcement of mandatory quarantine for all citizens and saved millions of lives. Then it says China's not the only one with extreme measures to protect its citizens from risk and exposure. Here's where it starts to get interesting. It says, during the pandemic, national leaders around the world flexed their authority and imposed airtight rules and restrictions, from mandatory wearing of face masks to body temperature checks at entries and communal spaces. Then it goes on to say, even after the pandemic faded, the more authoritarian control and oversight of its citizens and their activities stuck and even intensified. At first, the notion of more controlled world gained acceptance and approval. Citizens willingly gave up their sovereignty and their privacy for more paternalistic states in exchange for greater safety and stability. Citizens were more tolerant and even eager for top-down direction and oversight, and national leaders had more latitude to impose order in the ways that they saw fit. And then lastly, we got Agenda 2030, also by the World Economic Forum. It was signed by 179 nations in 1992, and the goal is by 2030 to literally re-innovate our entire world. They always try to make it sound good. Yeah, development, sustainability. But the same people that are saying that they're innovating the world for the better are the same people releasing stuff like this. Welcome to 2030. I own nothing. I have no privacy, and life has never been better. I'm out of time. Look these documents up.